There were three friends stranded on a deserted island. Suddenly, God has appeared before them. He agrees to grant each friend one wish. The first friend says, I want to go home, and God grants her wish. The second friend says, I want to go home too, and God sends her back home. And the third friend says, I feel lonely. I sure wish my friends were back. Dear friends, in Jesus Christ, the declaration of Mary Magdalene, I have seen the Lord, is the heart of the Easter message. Jesus, who was crucified, has been raised by the Father and has been given the name Lord, which is above all names. Easter declares that the one we worship is a living Lord. The good news of Easter is that the tomb of death has been transformed by God in the womb of new life. This took everyone by surprise. The Gospel suggests that even Peter did not immediately understand the true meaning of empty tomb. It is only of the beloved disciple that the evangelist says he saw and believed. He alone understood why the tomb was empty. He alone saw that life had triumphed over death. Even before the risen Lord appeared to him, he understood that Jesus was risen. There will always be some who has seen more deeply than others. The feast of Easter is the feast of new life. In a culture where death can be dominant, we need to taste this feast of life. At Easter, we renew our faith in a living God who brings new life out of death. If the death of Jesus reveals a God of love, the resurrection of Jesus reveals a God of life. We know from our own experience that genuine human love is always life-giving, and divine love is profoundly life-giving. At Easter, we celebrate not only what the God of life has done for Jesus, but what God can do for us all. Because of Easter, we can face our own personal death with hope. Easter teaches that the journey to the tomb is not ultimately a journey to death, but rather, as Mary Magdalene discovered, a journey to a wonderful and surprising new life. In the face of death, we too, like her, will discover that no eye has seen, no ear heard, nor the human heart conceived what God has prepared for those who love Him. If Easter enables us to face our own death with hope, it also encourages us to look at all our other experience of death with new eyes. There is a sense in which we have to deal with death throughout our lives. Long before the moment of our own personal death arrives. Whenever someone close to us dies, some part of us dies with them. The experience of aging is itself a kind of dying, a letting go of our physical energy, perhaps of our own mental capacity. At any stage in our life, we can find ourselves dealing with very significant losses, such as a loss of a relationship that has been very significant for us, the loss of a job, the loss of our good name. In such losses, Easter, the feast of new life, can speak powerfully to us. Because the Lord is risen, we do not face these losses alone. With St. Paul, we can say, I can do all things through him who strengthens me. The risen Lord can work powerfully in all our experiences of loss and weaknesses. All those to whom the risen Lord appeared were sent out as messengers of Easter hope and joy, as agents of new life. Easter, the feast of new life, sends all of us to create a culture of life. We are faithful to that Easter calling whenever we help others to make new beginning. Whenever we help those who are struggling to live life to the full, whenever we are present to people in ways that enable their gifts to come alive and be placed at the service of others. Yes, dear friends, in Jesus Christ, Easter reminds us of our calling to be agents of God's life-giving work in our world.